What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Hippo Supercoach, and today we've got the round 7 review. So we've got some good scores, but we've got some very, very ugly scores as well. So let's go start with the final score. So we scored 2-4-8-4. Now this is right after the last game, so definitely pre-scaling, but it's looking likely that's what my final score is going to be around. Let's start with the back line. So Zorko. Man, I don't understand champion data. It's some of these scores, they're just not adding up at the moment at all. Like Zorko's score, Bont's score didn't add up. There's a few more, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I remember thinking at the time, like, how does this make sense? Even Will Ashcroft as well. But we'll start with the back line. So Zorko 104, we'll take it. Holmes 70, really struggled today. This one sucks. Because we traded Holmes out for like O'Sullivan and Reed, who both went like 90 plus. It's so unlucky. Bailey Dale, he's a fraud, absolute fraud. I can't believe I have him. Tom Stewart, Tom Stewart, what a nightmare this has been. You hold him for 3-4 weeks where he's a laid out and scores a 9 or whatever, and then he gives you back-to-back 60s, and the worst part is I'm stuck with him. I can't do anything about it. He's terrible though. Don't even keep him off the radar. He's not worth bringing in at all, and he's the reason that my ranking's tanking. Yeah, should never have brought him in or Dale, but it is what it is. We've held Roberts, so that we got that one right. Luckily, 117 back-to-back 110 pluses, I think. So happy with that. But man, these other defenders are absolutely terrible. Riley Bice 101, we'll take that. And then two decent scores on the bench from Carroll and Stone. So yeah, I'm happy with them. Hopefully can make some cash for us. I'm thinking about trading Dale or Stewart, to be honest, but I just think there's no point. I think we've just got to hope they come good. Hold on to them. We've seen what happens when you trade guys like Roberts and Horn Francis out. So I'm just going to keep those two, and just hope they come good. Moving on to the midfield, everything went pretty well here, I would say. Brayshaw 157, unreal. Yeah, just dominated. Harry Sheasel played really well second half, played half back. So yeah, I'm happy with that. 135, nice bounce back from him. Will Ashcroft started off shockingly, but came home strong again, 99. So we'll hold him. Chera 81, this one was a bit frustrating. Just couldn't quite really do anything today. A few turnovers. Freeze against, so yeah, bit of a down game from him, but he's been very consistent, so we're not going to trade him. Connor Rosé 118, happy with that as well. Oliver 98, solid without being great. Levi Ashcroft and Davidson, I think it's time for those two to go. I believe their break even is going to be pretty high, so yeah, I think we're moving on. We're going to look at someone like Isaac Heaney, Lockie Neal. It's probably one of those two, I would say. And then in terms of downgrade, the other one to downgrade, I'm not really sure. We got to hope we get a cheap rookie, I guess. At this point, we're willing to take a punt on someone who's playing their first game, and then fielding Moraes or fielding Cleary. Cleary scores 90 now that we take him off the field. So we took Reed, Cleary, and O'Sullivan off the field this week, and they all went 90 plus. Well, Cleary basically 90 plus. Unbelievable. And I brought in Holmes, who scored 70. You can't predict this shit. Moraes 55 on the bench is solid but not good. Yeah, if you had him on field, it's like a whatever score. Hall and Camperelli didn't play. Rucks were good, both Gawn and De Koning obviously had the Gawn VC, so round started off really well, and then everyone else decided to go big as well, so yeah, frustrating, very frustrating. But yeah, got to be happy with the Rucks I have. Horn Francis 111, could have been a lot bigger, but some undisciplined free kicks hurt his score. Jack McRae 77, another one that really scored low with high fantasy. Must have been ineffective or something, I don't know. But that was annoying. Everyone has him, doesn't really matter. Track 130, really happy with his bounce back. Yeah, I mean, Petrarca was kind of one you always kind of expected to come good, especially over these next few weeks. Richmond, I think it's North next week or West Coast, one of the two. So you expect, yeah, some nice scores from Petrarca and Oliver, to be honest. But yeah, happy with that. Bailey Smith, 120. He was all right today. Just turns it over too much, and that's what hurts his score from going really big. Caleb Daniel, 89. It seems like he always fades out in the fourth quarter. I don't know why, but just like goes missing, gives up some, turns the ball over at crucial times, and I don't know, it's just not that good of a player, but he's a pretty good stat patter. Ryan Marriage, 86, so solid. He's another one that fades out in the second half. I don't know why, but he does. And then, yeah, Cleary, 89, really good. Going to make some coin for us, which is very much needed. Dudley, 35. He got subbed out, a bit annoying. And then Big Bad Matty Flynn, 104. Very happy with him. So, look, it's annoying getting a 70 from Holmes, but I think long-term, the trades will be okay. I expect Holmes to be a keeper. Who do they play next week? How does their run actually look? Collingwood, that's a tough matchup. Jitterbug West, probably not easy either, but he went big against both of them last time we played him, so I've got faith in him. Yeah, we'll see. Picture's not great, is it? But he was pretty much all I could afford. He was either him or Rankin. Probably should have got Rankin in hindsight, but is what it is. Hope he can average 105. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Who cares? Yeah, look, there's some talking points this week in terms of trades. We're going to do a proper video once where fully the lockout releases. But at this point, I think, yeah, I'm just going to go Ashcroft and Davidson to a rookie and one of Heaney, Lockie Neal, maybe Dunkley, but probably Heaney or Neal, one of those two. And yeah, that's pretty much what I'd be thinking. Now, you can flirt with the idea of going like a Dale up to a Bont with two trades, like Ashcroft and Dale to Bont and a rookie. Have thought about it, but I think I'm going to stick to what I said last week and just keep playing that value game. Yes, it didn't really work out this week too much with Holmes, but you can't really judge a trade based on 1 week. So I'm going to stick to what I think is the right way of playing and, buying low, selling high sort of thing. And yeah, keep playing for that long game. And then that way we've got pretty much every rookie off the field. It's only going to be one rookie in the midfield and then Bice. And Bice is scoring primo numbers anyway, so he's not even a worry. So if we've only got one rookie that we don't trust on the field, it doesn't really matter. Because obviously it's best 22 out of 23. So that rookie gets kicked out of the field anyway. So yeah, pretty happy with team structure overall. Just some of these defender primos been shocking. Like Dale and Stewart, terrible. And then Holmes joins the party. So yeah, frustrating, but 2-4-8-4 could have been a lot worse. I think this is a mediocre score this week, kind of like a pass score, which is frustrating considering how big of a VC we had. At that point, I was thinking this is going to be a decent week, but didn't pan out to be. So that's all right. Yeah, we'll back Dale and Stewart to bounce back, and we'll look at some trades tonight. Post a video probably tomorrow, so make sure you're subscribed. Drop a like on the video if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.